Sweet, sweet cherry pie. Welcoming you back to Crypto's Juiciest News. We're bringing back the core cat, friends, but we still have to be disguised like a panda bear because you just don't want to trust a market like this, do you? We're looking at a Bitcoin price around 83,000 American dollars. The monthly candle is still red. I personally think we're going to finish green by the end of this month. I think it will flip green. And that's what we have a tendency to be like aware of in this cycle. The candle, it looks really, really, really rough. But then by the end of the month, it kind of dissipates. This is the Japan Pokemon Island month destruction. Look at that in August, friends. See, in August, look what happens. By the end of it, it wicked back up, and then you just had a green month in September. It didn't feel like that. It felt like, my gosh, it was really, really, really harmful to our mental health. And that's actually what we're seeing right now. Right now, it's a red candle, but it might just go flip green. And when everyone looks at it from the future, they look into it, they go, oh, that was easy to hold through. No, it wasn't, my friend. Now, I'm going to show you the Ethereum price, and I have absolutely all respect to the Ethereum family, all of us. I don't like looking at dead bodies in a morgue, but this is pretty much it. Ethereum looks like it just full-on scammed us, bro. You go down in excess $1,700. Oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, I know Ethereum is red on the weekly super trend, friends, but altcoins with the super trend, it's way more volatile. They can get scammed and manipulated way more aggressive than Bitcoin. And also what I found is the Bitcoin weekly super trend, it's the more reliable one. With the rest, you probably have to go, with the altcoins, maybe you have to go just a bit higher. Let's look what a 2-week does. The 2-week is actually still red. It's been red the whole time. So obviously we're going to just praying that it's going to recover, stop scamming us for once. But yeah, we'll see. Now, Bitcoin's daily chart, this is what we're looking at right now, the daily chart. We came back, we poke under the low, and now we're doing this like this little bounce. Just to let you know, friends, many people, so Arthur Gaze still believes in like 70K Bitcoin. He thinks we come back, we stab, stock market capitulates, and we do infinite QE. That's what he's pretty much expecting. I don't expect that personally. I think the US economy is really strong. I think we're following 2017, and 2017 was interest rates were high, China prints anyway, and we basically have a double bubble alt season. I know it looks garbage right now. I know it does. But I'm going to go through and show you that ISM business cycle, friends. Like a lot of people are appreciative to me. You're very, very welcome. I made a video yesterday. I don't know, friends. I make very, very high value content, crypto. But if there's one thing you must watch, it's urgent. The crypto cycle's not over. Okay, so I love using this picture of me and Ivan. Hey, just dumb and dumber, having fun out here. But yeah, urgent. The crypto cycle's not over. There's a lot of people really want to know if the cycle's over and actually go through, not just guessing. Firstly, I'll go, look, weekly super trend's still green. I know it looks dog shit, but it's still green, okay? But I also go beyond that. We go to the business cycle, and I'll show you in the past, we never even had ISM business, but it hasn't even ticked in the positive territory except last month. That's it, for 26 months in a row. So the cycle hasn't even started yet. We haven't even had that updrift. Now, when you have Arthur Gaze expecting this big capitulation down, look, anything can happen, friends, but that's a 2021 playbook stuff. 2020 playbook. That's Black Swan, zombie virus. I feel like we're more 2017. The economy's hot, inflation's hot. We got the same president. Interest rates are on the rise. They were high. Which is exactly what we had. Very, very similar to 2017. China slowed down. China now had its first like deflationary CPI print in like 20 years or something. So just showing you like it's all the same playbook. But China need a print, but they need the US dollar to keep going down. Okay, that's what we're waiting for. Also, you have Ben Copen. He's basically talking about Bitcoin could go down all the way down here as well and test this $68,000 zone. So it's all the same stuff out here, man. People maintain the same stance. But yeah, it's been pretty much a freak accident. But what you end up finding is, friends, as people's bias keeps getting confirmed, they keep getting more greedy onto that way. They just keep staying long or short, whatever it is. And then they never switch. But you don't know that they don't switch until it's over and they get embarrassed. You don't know. You think because they understand what's going on right now, but you don't know, it's more like luck. Friends, there's a distribution of every single expectation out there in crypto. There's people with $1 million Bitcoin price and then $50,000 increments going down. There's people who believe, oh, we're going to go down from here. Bitcoin's going to $20,000 X. It doesn't matter. So the price is going to land somewhere, and then we find the person who guessed that number, and we like basically draw up a story. We correlate them to the where we know it was more so just luck. Like it's basically like, you know, like you have 36 people throwing a number on each roulette wheel number, and then like one of them, it lands on like 17. Yeah, and you go, oh, look at the 17 guy. How did you know? It's like, oh, well, I'm really good at this game. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. It's the same thing in markets here. Now, the Bitcoin price sitting here, we have closed that gap for the Bitcoin CME gap. The next one I think is 84,700. So it is stock standard stuff. Just to show you as well, friends, this is very stock standard. I've got another beautiful picture coming out. We did an exact 30% drop from the top to the bottom, which is very, very normal compared to Bitcoin, its bull market retracements so far. They've all been 22%, 26%. The biggest one was a 32%. Now we've just hit 30. So if we went back to the 32% mark, it would be like a $74,000 Bitcoin price. But you never know. It could be over now. The VIX already hit 27. Remember, the VIX is the insurance cost. It's a fear index. So when people buy a lot of downside insurance in the S&P 500, that's when the VIX goes up. The price of the insurance goes up. You know, so like if there's a suburb with a lot of crime, maybe to insure a car, it's $100,000. No one wants to insure it to. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, that's really, really extremely dangerous. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to go and sell insurance there, wouldn't you? You'd love to find someone who basically wants to pay $100,000 to insure like a little Toyota Corolla. Well, how do you sell insurance in the stock market? You can sell the VIX. You basically sell the VIX. Or another way, you get long. You get long. That's another indicator you can use. But don't worry about all that cute stuff. That's for like copers who don't know much about crypto. We're going to play some pump music. We're still going to crank it. Now, moving on. Others BTC is still down in the poopy town. Okay, now friends, Others BTC, it is our model ratio chart, our information. It represents the business ISM model. Okay. However, the business ISM is capped in the middle point at 50. Okay. So it goes from 50 up to 60, down to 40, so it does a sine wave. Yeah. Others BTC is unique. Okay. It's not a sine wave. Even though a lot of people believe it's a sine wave, it ain't. Okay. This is the real. Others BTC goes up over time. Now, a lot of people believe it's going to come back down here. They think it's going to come back down. I don't think so. I think this is Ethereum freak accident. I think it's going to go up. That's what I think. Okay, you can do whatever you want. Just to show you how disastrous it's been here. Obviously, what is Others BTC going up means? It means Bitcoin is cooked long term. It means people are finding ways to take the Bitcoin. What I mean cooked, I don't mean cooked as in like Bitcoin's going down. I mean like Bitcoin's dominance is going down. If people are finding ways of how to get sticky network effects, and they're using the Bitcoin economy to base it off, okay? That's memes, cults, religions, friends. It's that stuff, you know? As people are figuring that out over time. And by the way, this is exactly what happens in the stock market. All right? Now, I just want to show you how disastrous it's been once again. This is 4 red monthly candles for Others BTC. This is horrendous. Look when we had 4, friends. We had 4 in our freaking bear market here. All right, and we had 4 in the bear market. Okay, look how bad that is, man. That was literally, fans. This is literally capitulate like it's all over. Look how bad 4 in a row is. This is also 4 in a row before a big vertical line up. This was back in 2020. This was 5 in a row, but like, okay, you did 5 in a row down here, and you did 7 in a row down here. But look, man, you came up. Look how big their freaking move was in 2017, dude. You did 19x against Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin did a 10x. So you did 180x on your altcoins. Of course, you're going to get some big retracements. You know what I mean? We haven't had anything. We've literally had nothing. We just got 4 just coming down here. Now, we did have 4, which came down up here, but like we were like, wait, look at this, friends. We're in the green box. Look at this. We're actually in the green box, in the green year. But like I've shown you, it's actually not to do with altcoins. It's to do with the business cycle. And that's this chart right here. This is very, very, very important, okay? So Bitcoin is made here in the GFC. Thank you, Satoshi. And then you have this. Now, the yellow line, friends, is 50. The green line is 52. So that's all my video. I'll go through with you. Whenever ISM ticks to 52 or above, an alt season is near. Yeah, it's actually all happening like right now. It's like, whoa, it's hot now. It's starting. Look what happened to us. ISM stayed below 50. Look at this. It's literally around 50 the whole time. 26 months in a row. Even in DeFi 2020, fans, look at this. Once it hit 52, that was June. And then we all know DeFi season, right? The heat, the mania was June, July, August. That was it. That was actually a Link ETH peaked, friends. Chainlink peaked versus Ethereum. Synthetics peaked. Pretty much everything peaked against Ethereum. Many things peaked back then in August of 2020. We still haven't come back to that point. But what hasn't come back to that point? ISM hasn't. No, remember, ISM reflects business confidence, right? Because that's what it is. Because if you're let's say you're selling shampoo, right? If you're ordering more stock and it's increasing every month, you're confident that there's demand going to keep coming up, right? You're confident, like, oh well, I had 100 customers last month. Now I've got 105 customers. You know, so you're like, oh, I'm going to order more. I'm going to order more. That's pretty much what it is. And we have not had all those customers because profits haven't been going on. So we're just waiting for that period of time. Man, I was hoping it was by now, friends. Like it's a, how do you predict a freak accident, man? You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. You can hedge yourself against a freak accident, like just holding spot coins, but, and like don't do what that poor soul did, friends, in my video I released for you recently. That guy who took out a $120 million Ethereum loan position when Ethereum was like $3,800. And he lost his 120 million. Man, that's rough. We got his soul. We literally, and this is so sad, man. His liquidation was like 1,823. And then the market price just kept going down. Phil gets him out. And then just Ethereum goes back at 1,900. Man, just markets are cruel. It really does hunt people, friends. This is a daily chart of the US dollar. Yeah. The US dollar, friends, look at this, okay? Let me just show you this. Okay. See the US dollar? It's been going down. So what's everybody in the retailer comments section saying? They're saying Trump has ruined everything. It's all over. That's what all the retailers are saying. But you know what the US dollar is saying? The US dollar is saying, retailers, you're actually shit and you're wrong. All right, Trump's doing the right thing. Let me show you the comments. Okay, look at these absurd comments. I find it ridiculous to come up with such absurd theories now. It is solely Trump's incompetence that is causing the markets to crash. These are real comments, man. These are real comments. Look at this. I think Trump, the old man, doesn't know what he's doing. Warren Buffett was already preparing for this. Look at all the likes. Look how many likes, man. Look at the next one. All started when we started to believe this orange guy. Look at the next one. Okay. Look at this. Others BTC. See, they're all saying it down here. All of them. That comment sections, friends, are filled all over YouTube with people saying that. It's Trump's incompetence. Trump's making the markets crash. No, dude. And by the way, market's not crashing. Okay, that's what it's correcting. And you can see by the US dollar. Okay, if this was a tightening wrong move, okay, if Trump was really doing more damage, okay, this US dollar will be cranking up. Because he would be tightening the world. He's not. He's loosening up the world. It actually is happening now. Now, who cares about that narrative? Right? Luckily, friends, I'm here. It's esoteric friendship. I'm here 18 hours a day. I can tell you that. Honestly, I don't give a shit. I really don't care. Politics, up, down, left, right. Half of them are lizard people anyway. Whatever, okay? I don't care. I'm just telling you, remove the news, remove the name, remove the color orange. Doesn't really matter. Charts don't lie, okay? The US dollar is going down and it's acting like risk on launchpad for everything else. You know what you're actually going to find, friends, is as the US dollar goes down, Uncle Peter Schiff, he's going to start yelling for the US dollar to go to zero again. Uncle Peter Schiff is like a permanent US dollar bear. Okay, permanent Dixie bear. So as it goes down, he actually already started. Uncle Peter Schiff on his Twitter, he's already started talking about the dollar going down. And you can see him right now. Look at this. The US dollar index has now lost all of its post-Trump victory gains, trading its lowest level. I expect another 10 to 15% drop and even more downside. This plus tariffs will put substantial pressure upward on the kippy and the bond yield. So when he believes US dollar goes down, he means that they're infinitely printing and the inflation's going to get too high and they have to put the rates up to 25% and we go hyperinflation. That's Uncle Peter Schiff's. He's had that view since forever. Now, what's actually happened is the US dollar oscillates over these big decade-long macro ranges. So he's going to be calling for the same thing again. As Bitcoin goes up, he's going to be saying that and capitulating in. So, I mean, like history really is repeating. Now, if we quickly peek at the Bitcoin super trend, friends, look at this. Look, this is what it looked like last year. It was still green. It was still green. You remember many times everyone said it was over. Everyone said it was over. Okay, and I got very sad when we went under here, but then we reversed up. And we're like, okay, we're in the clear. And look what happened now, right? We've come close towards a weekly super trend. Here we are again. It's always, friends, and this is what I've noticed, friends, I don't give a shit about gloating. Like, who are you? Just some random anonymous loser on the internet. You help nothing, you add no value, and you understand from my perspective. I wish I could just show you the hundreds of just random anonymous person comes in, starts yapping a lot, and then starts bullish. Yeah, because they believe in the long-term vision. Things go up a bit. Because that's what happens, friends. Because I'm long-term bullish, every time the market goes up, yeah, people like learn about me more. Oh, this guy's been bullish for a long time. But then the market dips and it cracks down. And then they go, then 90% of them become the perma bear. They become the perma bear. They go and they go, hey, I'm going to do this trading thing. I'm going to do this bots thing. And I don't even bother saying it anymore. Like that's why I make videos instead of repeating myself 15,000 times. If you honestly think you're going to make money copy trading, doing bots, JPEG casino trash, trying to front run people like that, you are a cuck. You're not a future cuck. You're an actual cuck now already. You're not going to make it. Okay, there's plenty of content out here for you to try learn. If you honestly think your path to riches is a leverage trading exchange when it has a literal 1% win rate, and you're literally getting destroyed by people who hide behind Bitcoin logos like cowards. If you honestly think that's your path to freedom, okay, dude, good luck. All I'm saying, good luck. The guy in the panda hat's just gonna keep feeling sorry for you. Okay. Every time we went up, friends, every time we went up and we stopped, these people would come out and get loud. Every time. They were yelling at me at 15K, then 25, then 30, then 35K, then 45K, then 55K. Now Bitcoin, it goes near 75K. It's the same guys yelling over and over and over again. No models, no charts, don't show me anything about macro, nothing. It's just cycle's over, it's not working. You know what I mean? It's just, so I can't take their opinions seriously. They are the crowd. They are just retailers in the crowd. And I love and appreciate them there. I like them there, friends. It's food for me and you. You and I were like sharks out there. They're literally just little fish swimming around. Sweet. There's dinner and lunch and breakfast. So we got it covered. So you need them there. But yeah, it's their fault. Because what you know, friends, is obviously like people's logic goes out the window once they just start feeling like shit. It does, right? Like a society crumbles once people just start getting hungry for 5 days. That's it. Start eating each other. You know what I mean? So that's the same thing in markets. When you take away the dopamine, take away the food, which is the candles going up, okay, sweet, everyone loses their minds. You know, no matter how much data and evidence we have to show them that they should do the opposite of that. Now, the ETH BTC chart is vital to us getting friendship, but it's still down. Remember, ETH BTC, friends, represents... See, remember, you're looking at the business cycle, right? The business cycle goes up and down. If you want to bet on the business cycle going up, you get the stock market, S&P 500, yeah? You get around 8 to 10% return over a year. But if you want more leverage on that, you can get crypto. You get Bitcoin. You want more leverage on Bitcoin, you get the Ethereum. However, if there's a freak accident anywhere along the path, your risk, you get underperforming for a long while, like what we've seen now. That's exactly what we're seeing right now. You underperform. But that's the risk you take, right? Because like, you know, there's risk and reward. A lot of people, friends, they can't take on the risk. Yeah, they don't want to even sit through this ever again. But that's obviously, that's what makes a market. And see, what we've seen now is people hate altcoins so much now and they love Bitcoin. I almost feel like the universe is just gonna throw us an underarm ball next cycle, and it's gonna be easy. 2028 is gonna be an amazing year. I reckon Bitcoin dominance is gonna go down. There's gonna be new tech innovation. We're gonna have like a mini alt season there. That's what I think is gonna happen. And Ethereum's gonna go and move up. That's what I think is gonna happen next time, because it's just like zombie virus right now. Zombie virus happened in 2020. What does Bitcoin's chart do? Just goes up only now. It doesn't even have the big zombie virus crash because everyone's looking for it. So now everybody's like looking for, we've had like basically a black swan event, which is Vitalik getting a girlfriend for Ethereum and ETH BTC, which has just crushed all the altcoins down. That's why you and I, that's why I'm here 18 hours a day. I want to see where the crowd is. What are they actually positioned for? And if you can understand why, it gives you conviction. Yes. So we'll see how that plays out. Now, as I mentioned, friends, Bitcoin reached back to 83K. Arthur Gay still calls for 70,000. Copen, $700, and other soy bears maintaining all their positions. But we'll run through some stuff out here. So Fidelity, friends, they are adding Ethereum staking to their ETF, but nobody cares. Why? Because your shitty little 4% yield, it doesn't mean anything when you're down 85% against Bitcoin in 8 years, okay? Now, the funniest thing we've seen today, friends, is Donald Pump has been in a big tariff war, okay? But while this story is going on, friends, this is the new blockchain backer squiggly line, Cope line. This is it, what he expects for BTC. Since this is the low, he expects us to just go back up, return to normalcy, and then return up. So hopefully we get that, but it is what it is, you know, with the Copes. That's why I just like saying these. It is what it is. Like, I don't know these exact things and how they're going to play out, but I still like looking at them. It literally, like, it's like adult pornography, friends. Like, you just it's nothing more than that, really. It really is astrology. That's why the macro stuff, it's harder to change it. That's why I've told you, oh, green weekly super trend. But see, it sounds so stupid, doesn't it? This whole time I'm like, super trend's still green. Friends, I was getting abused in my own Telegram. And by the way, I've actually noticed, this is something I've just popped up to my brain right now. Whenever Bitcoin is close to its green weekly super trend, I start getting abused big time in my Telegram. People come out, start getting really spicy. It's always when it gets close to the green weekly super. And then what enrages them more is because they always say the cycle's over. And I'm like, nah, super trend's still green. And that enrages them more. But it's true, bro. What do you want? It's still green. It's still weekly super trend green. It stayed green all of 2017. It stayed green in the 2021 bull run. And we had an alt season, then China banned Bitcoin. So like, we haven't had others BTC go, what do you want me to say? I'm not going to change my mind just because someone's salty. You know, so it's what do you want me to do? I'm not changing just because a couple of soy boy cucks out here. Like, it is what it is. It's dog shit right now. Yeah, I want it to be better, but it's still green. It's still green. That's why, friends, you'll find out, friends, bears sound really, really smart. Oh, you got to sell at the resistance. Oh, the price action. Oh, bears sound real smart. Guess what? They're all poor. They're all poor. Bulls sound so stupid. Oh, this guy's always bullish. Oh, friends, there's always like sometimes, I don't know if you have family members, they're always like glass half empty guys or girls. I still remember when I was a young kid, how they would just talk to people when they're like, it could be the 4 horsemen apocalypse outside. This guy still says, hey, at least the sun is shining. You know what I mean? I used to hear those jokes as a kid. Like, it's laughed. I would laugh at the humor at how, like, you know, glass half empty person, obviously my family members are talking about, like, things are burning. It's just they want everyone to accept the FUD. Just accept that it's bad, accept that it's bad. And then they would be like so pissed off that everyone's like, it's going to be all right. It just gets to their skin. But hey, man, like, you can't get rich, wealthier, increase your purchasing power of your portfolio. You can't bet on stuff out there in the real world. With markets, you can. You actually get paid to be cautiously optimistic. You actually get paid. You cannot get this anywhere else. Where can that happen? Anywhere else. So that's why capitalism, friends, we're using it in crypto, and it's great. Now, I found this is also hilarious, friends. In BCB's video, he has another new XRP fractal. I had to squirt myself with the bubble gun right there, friends, because when I saw it, I was like, oh my God. I wanted to, there's a bubble right here, friends. Which bubble? Soft touch bubble. I'm not joking. My phone, I literally want to just freaking launch it to the back of the room. I can't tell you. When I saw, like, hey, forget everything we've been doing for the past 3 months. We now have a new fractal. And I was just like, oh my God. I love him, bro. I love these. I love it. It's just, that's a game, but it's like you're probably wondering, Swami, you've been telling us they do this. I know, but this is the thing. Like you want to believe. You want to believe that this is the fractal that's going to work. No, we got a new fractal now. Now this new fractal has to account for XRP going to the price he said it won't go below, which is $1.95. Now it's going to come back up. Hopefully go sideways and then continue up. Like I know if it's markets are really, really hard. I know they're hard, but that's why I don't do this shorter term stuff, man. I don't like that. You got to do leverage on this short term stuff. By the way, here's a holder. Here's a spot holder. He doesn't do any leverage at all. Okay, so but it's frustrating. It's like you got my hopes got up, but it's our fault because we want to believe it's our fault. It's just like because everyone just says, hey, we're just people drawing squiggly lines on the internet. Oh man. So like I even wrote it here, friends. The whole industry is a sausage fest party with copium inhalers and astrology degrees. Ethereum is still down 85% after 8 years. So this new fractal is just like every time, man. It's just, you know, it's the game, friends. It's the game. You're putting this little lollipop in front of you on a stick. The lollipop on a stick. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. I believe in you this time. You know, it is what it is. But like I've shown you, right? Because I've discovered, look at this, okay? Basically, don't get your dopamine up unless ISM is trading at 52. Is this ticking 52? That's it. If it's under 52, we're not allowed to get our dopamine up. We are not allowed. That's it. Okay? Also, isn't this wild, by the way? MemeCoin's had a season with that. It does make you think. What does that mean? MemeCoin's had a season with the freak accident ISM, with business cycle confidence low. I wonder if MemeCoin Super Cycle is still on. If it feels like it's MemeCoin Super Cycle, dude. You had a MemeCoin season with absolute terrible business cycle confidence. So if people buy this thing when they feel sad, what are they going to buy when they feel good? That's what a lot of people believe. They're going to come back and buy my DeFi governance token. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe you're in cope mode. Maybe you are overestimating the intelligence and care factor of the new people coming into crypto. Going on to more news, friends. So Senator Lummis, Cynthia, she's reintroduced the Bitcoin Act bill to propose buying 1 million BTC over a 5-year period. So that might be a white swan thing. That honestly, that would be the white swan potential if they actually sign that in. Because like your 4-year cycle now has to accommodate for a government actor literally buying 200,000 BTC every year. Okay, you're like, whoa, but I still think the 4-year cycle is going to play out. I think that'll be a perfect scam if it goes up, right? Donald Trump, friends. So this is all this stuff I'm going to read out here. Donald Trump, for some reason, he started punching on with Canada. Now, Canada, I got Canadian friends. I love you all. I don't know why we chose you. We just we got the baseball bat. Everyone just started smashing. I don't know why we started fighting with Canada. Everyone from Canada is pretty much nice. I love maple syrup. I don't know what's going on. Why everyone just starts. Let's just go pick on Canada. They're like Canada's. Oh man, that's just at school. Canada's like the kid. You know, they got the checkered shirt, but like their clothes always ironed perfectly. They got the ties always nice. They have that nice symmetrical knot tie. Their sandwiches are cut nice. Like, you know, the kid's mum is always she cuts the crust out of his bread really nice and neat. He says thank you and please all the time. And everyone else were like rough. We got band-aids here and like, you know, everyone's like, hey, let's just go pick on him. So, man, so Trump started punching on with Canada. He put tariffs on Canada steel and aluminium plus 50%. Then he says Canada must immediately drop their anti-American farmer tariff of 250 to 390% on the US dairy products. So that's what he's anti-American farm. Then he put a tariff on Canadian electricity, right? And then Canada filed to sell the US bonds. Well, by the way, just to let you know, friends, look, the most dangerous move for any asset or person in the world is to sell the US bonds. Because when you sell the US bonds, it means you don't need to keep a bid on the dollar. And it removes the power of the US currency. If everybody sold the US bonds, no one's bidding them anymore. So that's why they threaten America with it sometimes. That's why China's like, I'm not going to hold your bonds anymore. And China's like, we don't give a shit. You will need to in the future, right? So that's why a lot of Bitcoin maxis, we know one day countries will need to hold less and less of the US bonds eventually. So that's why they say, they're telling the US government, hold the Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's the neutral currency that they're all going to hold. Yeah, and Uncle Peter Schiff is telling the government to buy gold. They're like, no, it's going to be gold. Right, so now you understand why, right? And by the way, all the countries around the world, they're forced to hold US bonds for oil and for trade. That's how US government set it up. They have like a perfect network effect, but it's very, very strong, right? Because they have all the guns. They point a water pistol at everyone, and they said, if you don't hold our bonds, it's over for you, buddy. That's pretty much it. And then if you want to go off the US dollar, that's why the Coconut Intelligence Agency will come and get you assassinated. Because what you're effectively saying is you're sending a signal to the market. Like you're saying, I'm going to sell my bonds and I'm going to do my own thing. Sell my US bonds. And the US government, they don't want that to be seen as acceptable. Because if that happens, other countries around them go like, oh yeah, cool. Screw these US bonds. Let's sell them for money and go spend it on something. And then America don't want that domino effect, right? The Canadian Prime Minister, Mr. Carney, says he will make sure Canada's response to the USA has maximum impact. Then, 60 minutes later, he capitulated. And he suspended the 25% electricity tariffs on the USA. So, that was funny. Man, I love you Canadians. That's awesome. As long as you don't put, please, maple syrup. I love maple syrup. Jim Cramer, friends, Inverse Oracle God, said the market is trying to mount another comeback. Please keep Trump away from Twitter. So, to me, this can only mean the stock market's going to have another scare later on, and Trump's going to rescue the stock market with a tweet. It's the Inverse Oracle God. He's spoken. Something interesting as well, friends. Elon Musk said Tesla will double its vehicle production in the US of A, and US gas prices have dropped to reach a 4-year low. Remember, guess what Trump wants? US dollar goes down, yeah. Other countries can go buy more from America. That's what he wants. He puts the tariffs up, and then the US dollar goes down. So it incentivizes them. Come and put your manufacturing, come move your jobs to America because the tariff's gone and you make a lot of money because everyone has a lot of purchasing power to come buy the stuff, right? And basically, is giving an advantage for everybody in the economic zone of America. But if you go look at all these like retardios, retail, I can't call them retardios, they're retailers in YouTube comment sections and Twitter. And you Adam Cock rings, right? They're all saying Trump is unhinged, lunatic, all this other stuff. See, friends, these people, you can tell all of them are 2020 cyclists. Yeah. That's when they like made a lot of their money because they could understand that segment. They didn't make all their money in 2017 when Trump was around. In fact, most people we know here, everyone lost everything. That's why I went back. I wasn't around in 2017, okay? I went back. That's why I studied everything about 2017. What was China doing? What were the interest rates doing? I've shown you, friends. I've shown you in a very, very non-racist way. I've shown you in 2017. See the purple line here is interest rates. Yeah. Let's go back to 2017. You can see it right here. If you look at, and we have the orange line is Bitcoin, right? Yeah. You go back to 2017. Check this out. Here's the purple line. What were interest rates doing? Look at the purple line. It was going up. Interest rates were going up, friends. Check it out. Interest rates were hiking in 2017. This period, let's check it. So this is 2017 bull market. Look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. Orange line went from 1K to 20K. Look at that. Look at the interest rate. It goes up here. They started hiking, man. Bro, they were hiking. They were tightening. And we had 2 all-season waves. Yes. See the optimism. So it's not about really the interest rate, friends. The interest rate reflects the price of money in that circulation. It's a response to the economy. Yeah, what really matters is that business ISM. That's what matters. And the way you can think about it, friends, is like, imagine you lived in a village and you like exploring outside of the village a bit. Now, if you have a lot of food in the village and all the kids are looked after and there's none of those nasty, smelly, poopy bears around, let's say you've killed all the bears around, you're free to go around. You go to the fountain of orange juice. Maybe, you go exploring out the lands. Maybe you go seek some extra tasty berries out there. You see what I mean? Some luxury, nice delicacies. You can do that. However, see that is you exploring because your confidence is up. Yeah, you're willing to go explore and take on more risks. So you leave the village. You're like, oh, I think the bears are all killed. I'm gonna go seek these berries. I'm gonna go to the fountain of orange juice out here. A waterfall of just orange juice constantly streaming down, right? And it's cold too. So that's it. However, if the village, friends, is being attacked by bears and there's no food, right? And the women are sick. They can barely look after the children. You don't feel confident to go and take on those risks. You go into a defensive mode. You go more conservative, right? So that's what that business ISM pretty much reflects. So even though crypto is the future, right? Crypto is the future. The future is now, okay? People are not willing to price in the real reflection of, say, what they think crypto's worth because confidence is not high yet. People still think, man, inflation's high. You know what I mean? Like, we're doing okay, but inflation's high. You know, the cost of living really sucks. I'm not really so sure about stuff, you know, and that's ultimately what's coming down to the psychology of people. However, if you believe, see, friends, bears think ISM is going to be below 50 for like 30 years. Okay, that's what they think. But when it eventually starts going up, they eventually have to capitulate. You have to get in because look at this. Once ISM goes up, like you're like, whoa, it goes up, it starts cranking, okay? Now, obviously, I don't want to jinx it. Like, what if ISM goes up and then fakes out? Of course, that can happen. It's just, man, we had 26 months below 50. You know what I mean? I hope it doesn't happen. Shout out to the Poker Center as well, friends. I found this cute picture of Meowth enjoying his gold coin. So, memes, altcoins, PulseChain, even DeFi stuff, friends. Aave, Chainlink, Uni, anything else out here, or even gaming and metaverse, like all these potential narratives of resurgence stuff, they will come again. They will come. We just don't know when. Like, you got to predict, okay, when's ISM going to tick above 52? Maybe the next few months. It comes out every month, okay? It literally comes out every month. But by the way, it doesn't go up and then everyone's like, oh, we're confident now. Let's go buy. It doesn't happen like that. It moves in sync, okay? It moves in sync. It just shows you when the confidence is basically turned the corner. Here is Peppy gambling. Gas fee. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is what it feels like, just gambling at the casino, because you don't know, man. You don't know when things are going to get better. You just believe. Now, for everything in PulseChain, friends, everything in PulseChain, PulseChain is near all-time lows. Okay, so when your spear is near all-time lows, you know it's dog shit. That's it. When the spear's spear, so when PulseChain's spear, which is ETH BTC, when that is at a freaking 9-year round trip, friends, do you want to know when Ethereum was down here, bro? Oh my god, are we serious? Dude, it was here in Feb 2016. February 2016, bro. February. It's literally an 8-year round trip. Freak accident. Freak accident. What can you do, man? You can't do anything. Now, as well, this is the ETH BTC chart. I know it looks absolute ass. It literally looks like a failing coin. But if you put it on a log chart, the log chart of Cope. So if you want to know why are log charts pathetic, they're not nice. It's because log charts, to make it look good, you have to use a period of time where you didn't even know about the thing. It's like, see, look at this chart, right? Look at this chart. So this chart can be separated into two sections. The bottom half and the top half, yeah? The bottom half was literally the first like 300 days. The first 2 years. The second half is just the next 8 years. So you're like, it's basically what the charts always say. Oh, if you didn't get in the first 10 minutes, then you're losing. That's why log charts, you got to take them with a grain of salt. However, if we draw this, which is the triangle of Cope, which funnily enough, it actually broke down. Ethereum was doing this. We all thought it was going to go up. It didn't. This piece of shit actually broke down. So if this piece of garbage actually can come back here, we can draw like a little Fibonacci level. Maybe that's what it can do. Come back up to around up here. But look, I still think what's going to happen is for ETH, I still think it comes back to around this 0.065. And then in the next Bitcoin halving, Ethereum does something like goes to 0.10 because it's its fourth cycle now. That's what I'm hoping and coping. And you might say, oh, but that means you're bullish on the long term. Yeah, I am bullish on the long term. It doesn't erase the fact we lost 8 years of gains, though. It doesn't erase that fact. So, but that's the thing with altcoins, friends. Ethereum is an altcoin. That's the risk you take with them. Okay. The risk with the altcoins is you have a risk of abandonment, number one, and number two, your risk of accessing liquidity is a full wild card. Yeah. Down for 3 years, up for 1 year. That's a long time, man. You can't touch it for 3 years. And you can get abandoned at that time. So you can buy a bond that pays you dividend income along the way. But the bond, they're just printing currency, right? There's no risk when it comes to... there is risk. Obviously, there is risk. Participation, inflation risk. But there's no risk of abandonment. You know what I mean? Like US government's not going to say, oh, we're just going to pay you anymore, right? But with altcoins, there is that. But that's what we understand now. We've gone through the toughest parts. Now, where are we going to go from here? I like the fact that we made a lower low here. We squeeze everyone out and then we just come back up. I do like that. However, you know now, like it's not sexy to say, well, let's just wait for the next ISM data. Wait for it to hit 52. I know it's not sexy, but that's what we're slaves to. So no matter what happens, if we come back and squeeze down, blood moon or whatever, okay, whatever. Or if we just go back up, you know what we're waiting for, right? We need the business cycle just to keep improving. And right now it's outside of our control, but let's hope that 2017 repeats. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.